the first trimester was an unexpected challenge for me because I think I thought that because I work out and I teach yoga and I eat really healthy, I was like, I got this. We've gotten lazy in this society. No problem, Okay. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Of course, it was going to be physically demanding. I was building you, a little human. And so I was exhausted. And I mean, truly exhausted. Like, I and lazy, like, and unmotivated. Like, it was very, very scary for me because I was not expecting that. Um, but I was like afraid that this was like how life was going to be from here on out, like exhausted, tired, unmotivated, and all I wanted to do was watch Law and Order SVU.
Thing that's really happened, I think, in the last generation is that the man saying we're pregnant.
Yeah.
Do you really feel pregnant?
I feel pregnant in the sense that we're pregnant. I don't feel physically pregnant, although I am clearly showing, and I wasn't showing a few months earlier, so I'm showing a little more now than I was before, which is fine. But I'm very happy to be as involved as I can be. I like the fact that we're pregnant. I don't hold back saying we're pregnant or I'm pregnant or we're pregnant, however it's put. I'm proud of that. I want to be as involved with my son's life as I can. In the past, it's like my father wasn't a huge part of my life, certainly not my childhood, certainly not that I remember. And I don't want that. That's my highest priority. My father's all, well, you got to make sure you work and do this and do this and do this. I'm like, those are not my priorities. My priority is to be with my child. That's where we differ. And I don't want to be the dad that comes home from work and the kids run over and they give you a hug and then like dad goes and does something. I don't want to be that. I want to have the energy. I want to come home and say, what did you do? What did you draw? What did you do in school today? That means more to me than anything else. So just want to make sure that I'm as present as I can be for that very thing. That's what's up. I'm so excited, and I have nothing but confidence in being a parent. I won't say in being a dad, but I have nothing but confidence because Jackie instills so much confidence in me by her knowledge, her ability, her natural maternal instincts, which at times she isn't even proud to admit she has. But I feel really lucky. I keep thinking, what if this happens? What if that happens? I'm like, oh, well, I have Jackie. It'll be fine. I have Jackie.
Do you remember how, like, forward you were? You were like, he was telling me that in the first weeks of our relationship, like, I think you said you want me to be the mother of your children. Like, you were really, like, forward with this. He doesn't remember.
I don't.
But, like...
There's no way I said that.
No, or what did you say? You just thought I would be so attractive. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You totally were. This is... Because I remember being like, is this a little too intense? I don't know, but I kind of like it.
I don't remember ever saying anything about having children within the first few weeks of dating you. I just remember that you were quick and first to say I love you.
Okay, that I admit.
Okay, all right.
But he's not admitting to his own...
I don't know about all that.
What are you saying? Like, you found I was
Either
attractive
way, it's true.
As... Like, you thought I would be a great
Your
mom.
maternal instincts are attractive.
That's what it was. That's exactly what he said in the first, like, few weeks.
Well,
and
they
I was
are.
like, I'm 24 years old and I'm being praised for my maternal instincts.
She doesn't like that. She doesn't like it. You don't associate that as a positive thing to be maternal. Like, you think of that as some negative, unattractive thing, but it's a beautiful thing for a partner and for a peer and for anyone. That's an amazing thing. It's an inspiring thing. It's fantastic. And it doesn't matter what kind of guy you're dealing with, some teenager or some college bro kind of dude guy. It doesn't matter. Every guy finds that attractive, whether they admit it or not. Every guy does.
Maternal instincts?
Yeah, they're attractive. They are.
Not every guy finds it attractive.
Not every guy would admit it,
No.
but guys do think that it's attractive. They wouldn't admit
I
it.
can see
If a guy sees a woman and they have some hint of acting like their own mother, then they're like, oh, you like have a taking care of someone instinct. I like that. No matter what kind of guy. That could be a guy at the club who's drunk. He still has that in his head somewhere. It's there.
Yeah.
Just guys don't want to admit that because some guys are shallow.
Well, you appreciate it, which is good.
I do.
Some people,
Indeed I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... feels like Harry met Sally right now.
Who's showing more? Me or... I don't always look like this. It's just we're in our third trimester.
Which bump is more?
Yeah, pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I carry lower. I think you carry higher.
Well, I mean, the bump, it's more in, like, relation to the rest of the body. Like, if it's a bump, but legs are skinny.
See, I'm proportionately overweight right now. You're showing in one place, whereas, like, I can kind of feel it in my pants and, like, kind of a problem.
That's all right.
That's all right.
You look good.
That's all right, because once our baby is born, the anxiety and lack of sleep will set in, and then I will lose a lot of weight. Although I won't be
So
going to the
that's
gym.
why you're looking forward to having a baby. It's
Weight loss.
your new diet.
The best diet,
Yeah.
having a baby. Can't wait.
And how did the name thing all come about?
It was
You guys
so
just-
easy. Here's the name thing. This is a good story, I think. Before we knew what we were having, we were, coming up with names, and we could not find a girl name. Like, I would like a girl name, Jeremy would be like, we just could not agree on a girl name. And then we were just, like, looking, and at that point I was really thinking we were having a girl. And at that point we were looking at boy names, and, like, a list. We came across some list, and we came across the name we're choosing right now, and we both just went, yeah, that's a good name, let's do that name. We like that name. It was that easy. There was no debate. There was no, and like we just instantly kind of fell in love with it. And I kind of feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why, maybe you were whispering in our ear. We didn't know, like, that one, pick it. And that's why it was so easy. So we haven't really debated it much since. We were like, well, fuck it. Sorry, it wasn't that easy.
Do you know about the name?
No.
Okay, good.
I
Well,
don't.
fantastic. I'm worried who doesn't know. And I did accidentally say the name without even thinking. I was like, yeah, when blah, blah, blah comes along, it's going to be all... And the person who I said it to just screamed, she went, ah! And it was, one of her cousins, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I immediately, went into, a weird cold sweat. I was so disappointed in myself for doing it. I was, really upset about it. And Jackie, slapped me, but it's okay. I mean, just one of those, not one of those. But I felt really bad about it because it was the one thing that we were like, this is ours, We can't hide that we're pregnant or we're planning or we're doing any of it. We can't hide any of that. But this is one thing that belongs to us. And we will tell people when the time comes.
I have high hopes for you. I have high hopes for our family. I think we can all live really well together.
I completely agree.
And that involves sleeping. Sometimes, And
It's too bad I can't nurse because I just don't get a lot of sleep. It's just too bad. I'm already up.
what?
It's like I'll be awake already, and I'll hear the crying, and I'll be like, well, I'll go, I'll get Jackie, get up.
Well, actually, maybe my lack of an ability to, maybe I won't stir every moment the baby cries. And it says in this book, again, that you don't necessarily want to jump up the second the infant's, freaking out. You want to teach them...
how to wake everybody up.
Well,
I was just kidding. I was just totally joking.
No,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You want to make sure that maybe it's not just they're whimpering in their sleep.
I agree. I really wonder how the dog will handle that.
Well, she's going to have to handle it.
I think Stacy will be a great
Big sister.
big sister. Yeah, I think she'll be great since she's such a sweet dog. I think it'll be nice. I see a lot of pictures of my friends and their kids in a crib sleeping with a dog in the room just laying there, and I like that. I want those pictures. And it's not because I love my dog so much that I need to talk about my dog and my son simultaneously. But right now I haven't met my son yet, and I love my dog. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close between the two of them because
Oh my god.
it's going to be a bit of a
I get
sibling
it.
rivalry for a while until one of them can talk, and then it'll change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, you guys.